Hey guys, it's Miss Panda again, and I want to do a reaction video talking about Peach Mcintyre, Nika, and Jasmine. But not only do I want to talk about them, I want to highlight the men in their lives. But before we get started, hit a like for me, share and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever this channel drops any new content. And by doing so, you'll push my content into the YouTube algorithm so that it reaches a broader audience. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so today I wanted to discuss Peach Mcintyre's relationship with her husband, Wood. I want to touch basis on his lack of interest in her. It just, like, when I watch their videos, it just is so lackluster. It's like no intimacy. It doesn't seem genuine to me. The only time that man looks like he's smiling is when they're taking a trip somewhere, or when she's dropping a bag of money on him, or he just never seemed to show any type of interest. Like, even when they go out to eat, he's always looking around. He always looks bored. She just looks like she's kind of like more into him than he's like into her. Like, they look mismatched to me. Like, she doesn't even like to do a lot of the things that he likes to do. Like, he likes to gamble. It's like she goes along with it, but you could tell she really doesn't like it, but she just does whatever it is that she needs to do to to make him happy. And she that's like one of the things that he likes to do. Also, he also likes to watch like movies and stuff like that. And she also stated, like, in one of her other videos, that she doesn't like watching videos either unless it's like with the kids. She was like, every single time he wants to watch a video or something like that, she'll always just put her headphones on and like, want to do like work on YouTube or whatever, which I find that's kind of weird, because that's your time to like chill and be intimate with your spouse. Like, do like a Netflix and chill type of thing, It's, it's a whole vibe. So I thought that was kind of weird. Let me present my screen, because I got something I wanted to show y'all real quick. Okay, so bear with me. I'm still learning. Okay, let's see.
Or paying for his love, as you guys would say. I can afford to do it. What they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Ain't tricking if you it ain't tricking it. Trick. I can afford to do it.
See, what I don't understand about her is that my thing is, like, how can you like brag about taking care of a man? Like, it doesn't look like it's genuine. It's not like it's like a balanced relationship or a healthy relationship. It looks like the only reason to me that he's with her is because of her money. To me, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Drop down in the comment section and tell me what your opinion is, because your opinion may differ than mine. Share your opinion.
I can afford to take care of my man and all 7 of our kids without food stamps, WIC, Medicaid, Section 8, public housing, HUD housing, child support.
Okay, cool. But my thing is, why should you have to? Why isn't a man's job is to protect and provide? Why are why are you taking away his role? What is it that you want him to do? You're bragging about taking care of this man, but he's supposed to bring something to the table too, besides just looking good and wearing nice stuff that you buy him. Like, what if they shut YouTube down? Let's say for like YouTube just goes bankrupt, and you can no longer upload videos. You can no longer do your classes. What else do you have to fall back on? Do you have any education or anything else besides YouTube that you can fall back on? That's all I'm saying.
That shit. I'm killing that shit. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep working. I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna keep posting. I'm gonna keep working.
And is it just me? Like, a dude of Wood's caliber, she don't match his fly to me. Like, he looks like he be having like the True Religion t-shirts, and he looks like he likes to dress like real crispy and fresh all the time. Like, she always to me she always look busted to me. Is it just me? Like, tell me how y'all feel about it. Like, she don't ever look like fresh and like polished, like polished. Like, her hair be done, but it like don't be done. Like, she just don't never look put together like that. She just always she'll never look right with a lot of the things that she wear. Like, she got the money, but she don't have no taste in clothes. She don't know how to pick out clothes for her size, and she don't know how to pick out clothes that look right on her. And I'm not making fun of her because she's a plus size woman. There's nothing wrong with that, because you got some fly some absolutely fly plus size women out here. They be killing out here. Cute faces. They be educated. Nails be done. Hair be done. They be beautiful. Like Millionaire Mommy. She just had a baby too. She got an infant too, and she be doing her little breastfeed, and she got her little YouTube channel where it's a family channel too in the mommy sector too. She pretty. Like her hair always done, her nails always done, her toes always done. She's big, but she always got on nice clothes. Her house is always nice and clean. Her dude always with her. They always doing things together as a family, and they look happy to be together. Her kids are always clean. She always got her kids with her, and then they always make time separate as a couple to go out together and eat and do things. Like, it's a nice little channel or whatever.
And I love my job. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. That's why I get mad with my husband. He should take advantage. He's not. But I'm going to give it up.
Let's stop it right there. Now, she said her husband should take advantage, right? Which I feel like he is taking advantage. He's just not taking advantage of the situation the way that she would like him to take advantage. He's taking advantage of her. Okay? Why should he have to sit up there and really, really post on his channel like consistently like that when she does it? And she does her classes and she getting money and she dropping 10 bands on him and dropping 20 bands on him and dropping 50 bands on him and buying him whatever he want and taking him places and flying. What does he do for you? If you lost it all today, what can he do for you and your 7 kids if you lost everything? That's the question.
All I got, and I'm going to take it for all it's worth. Let's get into me.
Okay, enough about her. Okay, I've had enough about her. She get on my nerves. I wanted to talk about Nika punk ass. Okay. Not this one. She might have took that video down. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on a second. Bear with me, guys. I found it.
Internet into my lifestyle that I'm living now.
So I want to back it up just a little bit.
You know, he got like 4-5 packs of underwears, boxes.
Let me back it up just a little bit more because I want to talk about Mr. Hayward. I want to talk about Nika too, but I also want to talk about Hayward.
Thing, you know what I'm saying? Even when I don't give myself sometimes, but the purpose of having
So basically what she's talking about is the other day she was sitting in her truck. Of course, you know, she left the kids at home like she usually does in a hot trailer with the doors locked, windows closed, while she left the raggedy big Suburban that she had there. And she went out by herself, which sometimes as a parent, you know, we all get overwhelmed. We all need our little me time or whatever, because I do it. But I also make sure, like yesterday, for an example, like my husband decided he wanted to take, you know, my son out by himself and spend some time with him. And they went and hung out and did, you know, the guy thing. And I took my daughter out. We did the girl thing, you know. We went and got smoothies and we went and got some things that she needed for school and some hair products and different things like that. I like to do that. Or sometimes I'll take both of my kids out, you know, and spend time with them. So nobody can say anything to me if I decide I want to have some quality time to myself, because I always make sure that I take my kids out and spend time with them. I take them to the park. I'll take them to go get something to eat. I'll put them in little different programs. So I can have that me time without anybody saying anything to me, because I'm not that type of mother. But basically, she took her stinking behind out per usual, and she went out and got herself a nice little ice cream cone and was just licking and slobbing all over it on it. And people, including myself, got on her about it because I felt that was selfish. Because my thing is, where's the kids' ice cream? Why didn't you take them out? Like, when she take them out, it's always, she don't never really take them anywhere. There's never a destination. It's always, you know, going to the dollar store. Okay, you did that already. It's always going to the Dollar General. It's always little breadcrumb things like that. It's never nothing like taking them to the park or taking them there and taking them there. It's always those types of things. So now she's trying to do this sad boo-hoo sob story so that we could feel sorry for her and back up off. I ain't backing up off. I'm going to sit up there and I'm going to stay on her because I don't like how she be moving with them kids. So let me start this again.
My channels is to let y'all see what we have going on in our life and for them to have documentary memories when
And is it just me? Look at her eyes. Don't she look high to you? She looks zonked. She looks out of it. She looks high to me. I don't know what she's on, but she's on something.
I'm gone. You know, there's a lot heavy on my chest right now that I really don't talk about. But when I do start talking about certain things on my channel, I try to keep it brief and keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? And classy at the same time, because I know a lot of people.
Classy. Nika and classy in the same sentence, that's a no-go, honey. You know for a fact that she don't keep nothing classy. She got them kids sitting on the floor. She just went and bought the smallest table that she could possibly buy. Not even, like, she just bought a table for, like, Lena, Kara, little Elijah, and she has Saasia sitting there, which Saasia still kind of needs to be sitting in a high chair because she doesn't even really know how to hold a spoon yet, because Nika hasn't taught her how to use what they're called the muscles in her hands to learn how to hold. I forgot, it's a term that is called her fine motor skills. That's what it is. Because I noticed when she tried to put the spoon on her hand, she kind of looked like she didn't know how to hold it. Like she has to show her how to do things, and she doesn't take the time to show them anything. The baby's just there. The baby's not at her age. I think she's rather small, and she should be like crawling around more. I feel like she could be doing a little bit more as far as like putting her in her walker and let her walk around. She should be like standing up and like trying to take steps, even if she kind of take a step or two and then like fall down. You know, she's not doing any of those things. She doesn't even have any teeth in her mouth. That's the question. Why doesn't this baby have any teeth in her mouth? I think it's from lack of nourishment to me. What do y'all think? Drop down in the comment section to tell me what y'all think. And why is it that she always takes Sasa outside and she don't ever have on any shoes? She'll never have on any socks. Half the time she don't really have on any clothes either. A lot of times she just be outside with a onesie and a pamper on. Like, come on, Nika.
People watches my channel and love to watch my channel, you know, and I agree sometimes with people. You know, it come with better content or come with something else, but I just love doing what I do, but y'all ain't got to judge me, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I went out there and did what I had to do for my kids and for them to go back to school. I'm going to tell y'all this. I talked with their dad.
Do y'all really think that she went as hard as she could have for her kids? I don't think that she did, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because I feel like she goes to City Trends and she buy herself brand new stuff. She knew before the kids got out of school that they was going to have to go back to school. Her and Hayward should have been coming up with, you know, putting some money to the side for the kids. She was living her best life. She was chilling. She was going out and she was eating. Every time you turn around, she was buying herself something. She wasn't thinking about them kids. Then when it's time for the kids to go back to school, you go to the Goodwill. My thing is, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the Goodwill. I'm not going to try to even sit here, a lot of y'all, and try to act like I don't take my behind in no Goodwill. I sure enough do. Do I buy all my stuff from there? No, I don't. But there's nothing wrong with thrifting. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, if I'm going to get some stuff from there, especially if it's for my kids, it's going to look like it's nearly new. You ain't going to be able to tell it came from no Goodwill. She didn't even take her time and really pick them out stuff that was like cute. And another thing, my thing is, why didn't she get them in addition to her getting, there's nothing wrong with her getting them those types of things. But my thing is, she should make sure she wash it first before she allowed them to wear it. And then secondly, I still feel like if she went to the Goodwill and got them stuff, I feel like Hayward, you need to bring your behind to the front line. Okay, you could have went and bought them some new outfits and a pair of sneakers in addition to the things that she bought them. You're not off the hook. She didn't lay down and have them kids by herself. Just because y'all not together no more, that doesn't excuse you of your responsibilities as a father. Okay?
And he said, well, send me some gas and I'll come down.
Whoa, hold up. Did y'all just hear what she just said? He said, well, send me some gas and I'll come down there. And she said it ever so casually. You see how casual and nonchalant she was? Child. How the hell he gonna fix his mouth to tell her to send him some gas money knowing she gotta take care of all them GD kids? He got a lot of effing nerve to ask her for some money. Ask whoever you been laying up with some money. Don't be asking her for no money.
Send you some gas. Nigga, you get paid Tuesday. You make more money than I make. Send you some gas. You need to come on. Ask your girlfriend, wife, or somebody. But that's one thing I want to bring up to y'all. Talking about, well, his wife not going to leave. He not going to leave his wife for Nika. What? Y'all don't know the fucking how. I don't give a fuck what my baby daddy do. I ain't with that man. I been let go of that man. That man back with.
She says she don't care about him, but let me tell you something. True Peace Hole, I honestly believe if Haywood was to come to her and tell her, Nika, listen, I know that we broke up. I know that we ain't on good terms with each other. But you know what? I want to get that old thing back. I guarantee you she will move him right in that trailer with her. And she would take him right back just the way he is.
Whoever he with and doing what he doing. He ain't with nobody. He ain't with his wife. You know what I'm saying? He with his girlfriend like he been for the last 6-7 years or however long they been together. I think about 6 years. Maybe 7. I don't know. But like I said, y'all always bringing up in the comments too, like he ain't gonna leave Nika for his wife. What? He ain't with me. He with his girlfriend. He ain't gonna leave his girlfriend for his wife, or what y'all trying to say? One thing I must say, I don't know what it's like to be a wife. I don't have a ring on my finger. I never was married. I was in a position of getting married to my kid's father one time, but I decided not to take the ring because I feel like we both was not financially stable or ready to get married.
Here's the problem that I have with that. I understand what she's saying, and there's nothing wrong with that because maybe they wasn't financially stable enough to, to get married at that particular time. And that part I understand. Okay, cool. But here's where it gets tricky. My thing is, you didn't want to take the ring. Okay, fine. But y'all wasn't financially stable. That's understandable too, because that could be worked on. But you still went on to have all of these children with this man. Does that make sense to y'all? Drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think. It don't make sense to me.
To make that a commitment to death do his part. We were not ready. But I guess he was ready because he wanted to have his cake and eat it too at the same time. I do what I do. He do what he do. We all forgive each other. We keep moving, and that's that. Internet does not know everything about our business, period. You know what I'm saying? So some of the things that we talk about, social media don't know about. The things that we do, social media don't know about. But at the end of the day, it's all about our children.
I want to skip around a little bit because she just be rambling on a child. Let me see.
It's not about his wife and girlfriend and whoever else he may be sleeping with or whatever he doing. That's his problem. As long as he's taking care of his responsibility. Like I tell the internet, I'm not going to get on the internet and bash my baby father because he take care of his responsibility. He take care of his children. He love his kids.
She always lying. She always defending him. My thing is, did you see Hayward? Anytime this summer come and pick them kids up and take them kids anywhere, you know he didn't. Because if he did, Nika would have been happy as hell. She would have been happy as hell to get on this camera and tell everybody that Hayward came and picked the kids up to give her a break. Because she'll be out in the street somewhere at bingo. She'll be having a ball. Okay? She would have wanted to film that. She'll want us to see. Just like she let us see when he came over there that time and walked past South Asia and walked past Lena and went and said hi to the kids in the back and kept it moving and picked up Lee and kept it moving. She let us see that. So why wouldn't she show us that he came and picked them up and spent some time with his kids? He can come spend time with them sometimes too. Why everything got to be on her? So that's a lie.
There's nothing in the world he will not do for his kids. Like I said, I don't record everything, but he did went shopping for the kids, got them some underwears and socks. He didn't just get one pair of socks.
He went and got them some underwear and socks. These kids is going back to school. They need more than underwear and socks, Nika. They need more than underwear and socks, Hayward. They need sneakers. They need clothes. They need book bags. They need stuff. They need more than just underwear. And then the thing about it, the problem that I have with Nika is that you satisfied with him just with him breadcrumbing you. He could just do the bare minimum and you just happy that he's just doing something. Because you don't want to apply pressure on him because you know why you don't want to apply pressure on him. We all know why she don't want to apply pressure because she don't want him. Pressure bursts pipes. And if she start putting pressure on him, she know he ain't going to come around her no more. It ain't about him coming around them kids. He ain't going to want to deal with her no more. Okay? Because I still think they get a little sneak on the low on the side. You know what I mean?
Socks and 2 pair of socks and 1 pack of panties or 2 pack of panties. And he went shopping. He got like 4-5 packs of underwears, boxes.
I'm sorry. I still feel like he still could have bought a little bit more than underwear. But anyway, if she happy with it, she like it. I love it, child.
Being with a man, for so long, and everything is good. sex, whatever, excuse me on that behalf. But at the end of the day, like, I always had a fling for women. Like, it never went away. It's still there. That's just something that I open up about on my video right now. Like, I do have a fling for women. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I admire beautiful women. I admire pretty asses. I look at women asses too. I mean, that's just me. I like looking at women asses.
Me personally, it seemed like she trying to put herself out there and everything. I get it, and I don't have nothing against gay people, so don't take this personal. It's not nothing against no gay people. I'm specifically talking about Nika, okay? However they live their lifestyle, that's fine. It's not about them, but I have my opinion about Nika. And to me, she seems socially awkward. I don't feel like she lacks the social skills to be able to walk up to a woman and push up on a woman, if that makes sense. She seems awkward and bashful, if you will. Like, the woman would probably have to approach her. Second of all, I don't feel like her lifestyle and her living situation is suitable for that type of relationship. And the reason why I say that is because as far as her living situation with her kids, all of them, she don't have adequate space. A lot of the kids sleep in a room on the floor in her room. So what if she did link up with a female or whatever the case may be and decided she wanted to have a relationship with them? And you decide you want to, be intimate with, romantic with this woman and get down with this woman. Where are you supposed to get down with them at? Your kids sleep in the room with you. Naya sleep in the room with you. Where they all supposed to go? You ain't got no furniture in the living room. It's not like they can go lay on a couch or got a couch bed or, send them to their rooms to go get in their bed or whatever the case is. Your room is their room. So how are you trying to think about actively pursuing a relationship with a woman, man, or anybody when you need to get yourself together as far as furniture? You need to get yourself together as far as your kids. You need to get yourself together as far as providing for your kids and taking them out and doing things before you can pursue a relationship. What woman what decent woman in her right mind would want to be in a relationship with her? She doesn't even look like she's sanitary to me as far as her hygiene. She's not a good cook. Like, she doesn't clean well. Like, she don't look like she smells too good down there either. Child, look, you pass out down there if you go down there. Oh, child.
I like looking at women's faces. That's just me. What other women does not look at other women's butts? What other women do not look at other women?
I don't. I don't look at women's butts. I just don't, because I just don't.
Faces, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I admire a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? But I have my picks and chooses. But at the end of the day, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I open up about that a little bit on this video because I let a lot of people know, like, I like women, I like men, but I like women. I always did like women. I just didn't know how to pull one or just go out and be like, damn, should I holler at her? Nah.
Okay, ladies. Basically, Nika is like, she wants y'all to pursue her. Like, she already told you she like looking at women's butts. She likes looking at women's faces. She doesn't know how to kind of like talk to women, so she kind of wants you to slide in her DMs and approach her. Okay, if that's just basically what I'm getting from this. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me.
That ain't me. So, I mean, if I ever get to the point to where I can actually open up and pull somebody, that'll be different. But would I want my girlfriend to be on the internet into my lifestyle that I'm living? Nah, because they'll have her all over the internet with her face.
I think her relationship will be doomed because of the way Nika doesn't carry herself well. So it would be embarrassing to be attached to her brand because they be talking bad about her like on the internet. So they gonna talk bad about her girlfriend too. Find out what she work at, talk about her like a dog too. So I don't think that's a good idea.
And talking about, her and saying different things, and I ain't gonna be able to take all that. So I'd rather keep what I got going on with my girl, quiet. Like, no internet shit going on. You ain't on the internet and that stuff going on. You know what kind of lifestyle I'm living. You know what I'm doing. I'm out here being a creator. I make videos. I do this, I do that, da 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 da, whatever. And the third. But all I do is try to live life, yo. That's it, until I die. Nobody can't tell me how I may feel or the things that I'm going through in my head, physically, mentally, emotionally. Nobody understand what he could be going through. Not even my own damn kids sometimes. Sometimes I gotta sit in my car. Sometimes I gotta be alone. Sometimes I gotta take a drive. Because all the pain that builds up deep down inside, it's about to be August 1st and like, oh, God. 2 days, yo. And August 1st is the day that I will never forget. I'll never forget that day. And like, as you get closer to that time, I start to wind down a certain time in my life. I start to think about everything that I've been.
So that would explain why she probably hasn't been posting a lot of videos. She's been kind of posting, but I noticed that she hasn't been posting videos as much. Probably because she's sad about like her grandmother is like the anniversary of her death approaching or whatever. I know it's sad and everything. I really, really feel bad because I just lost my mom too. So I kind of know how that part feels. But at the same time, you got to get yourself together, Nika, because this is how you get your money to take care of your children or whatever. So I don't know.
Through in my life, I started to realize the things that God has put in front of me that I feel like I cannot, replace, or feel like I can just fix it sometimes. Like, it's the reason and the purpose why God kept me alive. My mama could have killed me a long time ago. I could have been gone a long time ago in that house fire, when that house caught on fire. You know what I'm saying? And my grandma said she got me out. So that's why I say August 1st is a day in my life I will never forget. My grandma passed. Seeing her in that hospital bed made me realize, everything she taught me and everything I've been through, I never knew it was going to come to this day that, they feel like the skies was closing up. And it feel like my world was just ending too at the same time. That day will be a day I never forget. That's the day that the doctor pulled the plug, because my aunt said, go ahead and pull the plug, and she was gone. And, I get to see her before she died because she cried and she was vomiting and everything, and water was coming out her eyes, and her eyes was just blue. And she looked at me, and I told her, I'm going to go take a walk, while the doctors clean you up, because the vomit was so stink. She was puking up or whatever. She had a tube down in her throat. When you lose your grandparent, somebody that raised you, when your parents leave you in the dark, and the person that didn't give you life gave you hope and gave you life by taking care of you for all the years.
I hope that Nika can get herself some therapy, because she seemed like she has like a lot of issues, like stemming from like her not having a good relationship with her mother. I think that her mother like did a lot of mental damage to her. And I think she's kind of projecting some of that stuff onto her kids. And then she went to go live with her grandmother. And her grandmother, I think, loved her to the best of her ability. But I think that she had like very old fashioned like ways, that's not of the up-to-date world or whatever. And I think she also projects some of that on then the sexual abuse and just the verbal abuse, and she just was abused all the way around. And I think she needs to go and get herself some help. She really, really needs to.
Sister and the rest of your siblings that are close, might don't never get fed, because if you don't go out there and work for what you want, nobody gonna give you shit. And when somebody do give you something, all they do is talk about the things that they did for you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, August 1st is...
She better be careful about taking stuff from Keisha. Keisha give her stuff all the time, and you don't have no problem with taking stuff from Keisha. So you don't know, down the line, she might turn around and talk about you too, honey. So you better be careful.
Big
you don't know her like that.
Also, it's coming time for the kids to go back to school and Kira's surgery. You know what I'm saying? So August always been a fucked up month for me, and I can't really focus like that. You know what I'm saying? I be in my zone. I be on and off. I want to cry now, like I'm watering my eyes, but I ain't gonna let them tears fall. I'ma hold them in. You know what I'm saying? That woman right there, boy, she was strict though. I ain't lying. Like I said, when I wrote my book about my childhood life, that wasn't meant for nobody to go out there and take my book and flip it over and try to say something negative. Because the things I've been through in my life, seeing my brother being raped, me in a house fire, my mama put me in there, locked me in there, me not understanding love from my mom, from my grandma, because I thought love was my grandma. My grandma used to beat me, bust me my lip when something go wrong in the house. Had me clean all the time like I was a slave, treat me like I was nobody, kept me on her arms all the time, kept me in the flower yard, kept me cutting grass. But I feel like that just made me more stronger than what I am. And I ain't gonna keep talking y'all head off, because I miss that lady to death. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I wish there was...
Okay. Basically, I want to talk about Jasmine now, because she just keeps kind of going on and on and on about like her grandmother and everything, and it's like really, 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 really sad. Yeah. It's sad. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm looking for what I want to look for. All right, so kind of just speed this up a little. All right, here I come. Sorry, guys. All right, so. Okay, so.
Instagram, TikTok.
Now enters Jasmine. Okay. Basically, the reason why I want to talk about Jasmine is because she's always like following behind somebody. I guess that must be like the new trend on social media, because I noticed that a lot of celebrities are doing that too. I guess it must be cool now to like fake a breakup for like views and clicks or whatever, and likes and whatever, and followers or whatever, because it seemed like everybody is acting like or pretending to break up. I noticed that like Cardi B and Offset did it, and then like Rashawn Rock and like Blueface, like they're together but not together. Like everybody's like doing it. And then like Peach and Wood, and then Hayward and Nika, but we all know they still kind of sneaking around every once in a while. And now Jasmine is trying to act like that Chris moved out and he ain't there, and this and this and that. We know Chris ain't going nowhere. And even if we know that she let him do whatever he want to do, he come and go as he please. I believe he spend a night out if he chooses to, and can come right back, and there ain't no problem. She ain't gonna say nothing about it, because she just so happy to have somebody snoring up in her and farting in her face. Okay? But all right, let me play this part right here.
Or Facebook. Let me know, because I want to know where my audience are coming from. Like, where did you find me? Where did you originate from? So, let your girl know. So, welcome to the live.
And like a lot of her videos and stuff like that is like clickbaity. And me personally, I don't know about y'all. Do y'all season y'all meat in a sink? Drop that in the comment section and just like tell me if you season your meat in a sink. I don't. Like I season mine. I have like a bowl that I use to season my meat, or a pan that I use specifically just for that. But like in a sink, because I wash dishes in my sink, and I don't think it's sanitary to me. But I know everybody got their own way of doing things. But I just personally just think it's gross. That's just my opinion. Like, she pretty much think like everybody like stupid. First of all, we all know Jazmine can't cook. And we all know that Chris is the one who goes very, 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 very heavy-handed with the seasoning. That's probably why he heavy like that. Because of all that salt. He carrying around all that water weight, both of them. And Jazmine, like, she getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every video. Like, because of all the salt that they eat. And so she got to be careful, because they getting up in age. So they got to worry about diabetes and like high blood pressure and stuff like that. They can't be eating all that salt like that, for they have heart disease. Like, he goes heavy, heavy, heavy with the seasoning. And then the thing about it that makes me mad is, in the title, like, she said that Chris moved out. Like, that is so clickbaity. We all know Chris ain't going nowhere. And you know Jazmine can't cook. You know he's the one that's doing the cooking. You could tell by his hands. Like, that they're not even the same complexion. Like, she don't even fake good. And look how big, like 2 slabs of ribs. Like, why do they need 2 slabs of ribs? Like, they just being super duper greedy. Now, you know that Chris is probably going to eat this whole one right here by himself, with his big greedy self. And the kids will probably get like maybe 1 or 2 ribs at the most. And him and Jazmine, please. Jazmine going to eat the half of this by herself. Like, come on. They be stingy with food with them kids. And she sure do feed him pretty good for somebody who don't really pay no bills or do nothing, don't she? She makes sure she feed him real good. He don't look like he missing no meals. To me, like he getting bigger too. His stomach, his behind, his hips, everywhere. He gaining weight every single where. Like he eating pretty good. And another thing, why don't get that baby haircut? He been walking around. He almost 2 years old. Why is he walking around with his hair standing up like that? His hair standing up. They need to cut his hair. And why they always got him walking around with clothes that's too small? Like she's a content creator and she claimed he work a full-time job. Why don't they buy that baby some clothes that fit? Like his pants is like always high waters. It like he always busting out his clothes. Like that don't make sense to me. They had that baby with that child walking around outside like that. Like he don't, even when she take him to the doctor, he don't got no type of cute clothes or nothing like that. Like she don't care how that baby looking. That's not even right. Like why is his hair looking like that? He's old enough to get a haircut now. Even if he's not big enough to go to the barbershop. Chris could cut his hair. That don't make no type of sense. They get on my nerves. Hold on a second. Oh. Hold on. I don't even know what this is. Okay. All right, let me click on this. Okay, well, that's all I had to say about it. Drop down in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel about this video. Don't forget to hit a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. I love you all and be blessed.